Flint Bookmite here, Donna Pasquariello in real life, with my slightly new look as an elf in honor of World of Warcraft. Well, how do you explain an experience like World of Warcraft? It's definitely something I've never played before and never experienced before, and I have to say it was definitely something I plan to continue in the future. Separating my fun from it and trying to take a more educational approach to my evaluation, I definitely see all role-playing, and specifically one that's as complex and intricate as World of Warcraft, as being an excellent tool to help develop critical thinking skills in students, both in curricular areas and in just the development of the social skills of my students. Now, having said that, I honestly have to say that I did feel a little bit stupid in some of the play. It was a little bit difficult to get used to the skills, and when Dr. Ludgate had to pick me up for our class, I definitely thought that was a little embarrassing, but I think I've worked through my navigation problems, and I'd like to take a little bit closer look at my experiences in World of Warcraft. Starting off with some of my individual skills, I really felt comfortable attacking some of the lower level creatures, and I think that's part of the strategizing. Part of the problem solving is starting off, gaining my experience when I wasn't going to die every 2 seconds, and I think that that's something that definitely I will pass on to students, is allowing them that opportunity to start low, start small, let them be successful to begin with, so that they can take those successes and build them up into something that is more contributory to their greater goals. And definitely that's how I learned, was starting out with small, easy creatures. Also, the whole idea of amassing some sort of resources, being a little bit tight with the money, so to speak, and pooling my resources to build for something that was a little bit more important rather than spending on little things at a time, is another skill for students. To be able to budget and to plan ahead is something that, a skill that they'll be able to take from the role-playing of World of Warcraft and build that into real-life skills, hopefully. A lot of the things that I learned from World of Warcraft as far as lesson design not only comes from the building of the smaller skills into large, but definitely learning how to rely on friends and depending on that group effort. Which takes me to the class, and here's a couple scenes from us meeting as a group. It's really nice to be able to rely on friends and rely on people that have more experience than you. That's one of the ways to build experience. I look at that whenever I put together groups of students for group activities, is building those groups with some students that have more experience and different ways of showing their proficiencies, not putting all the same together. Building those heterogeneous groups is really successful, and I appreciated that in our group, building on the expertise of others. Taking that expertise in a little bit, one step further into the World of Warcraft scenario, it was important then to be able to know who to follow and who to copy and to incorporate those skills. So here we are going off to kill Hogger once again, and again, being able to have a common goal was important for me. I did die, and it was nice to be resurrected. One of the things, in addition to lesson design built around setting goals, is allowing my students to not succeed all the time, but to learn from their failures. And I definitely learned from dying what not to do again. But if they only succeed, then they'll never know how to build success into their activities. If all you ever did was achieve what you tried to do, then it definitely would not help prevent some of the failures later on. So I thought that it was a good idea for me to die every once in a while, I guess, if I look at it as the fact that I was learning from that point on how not to die in the future. So overall, just summing up, I had an excellent experience playing World of Warcraft. I learned how to be the student and how to learn from my failures and build on my successes, how to work with a team, how to follow the experts in the group and draw on their expertise to help build my skills, how to budget my resources, how to not overextend myself as far as the battles that I got involved in, a little bit of humility when it comes to that. I had a lot of fun, and I really feel like I made a lot of progress. As I said, it's definitely something that I want to continue doing, and I want to draw as much as I can from the experience to incorporate in the lesson designs that I do within the technology that I have, and it is definitely my goal to use as much role-playing within my classroom setting as I possibly can to help my students put a little bit more of that enthusiasm into their learning and to get rid of some of their apathy towards learning. So, thank you very much for the opportunity. I enjoyed it.